Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our show. Every Monday, we go live and we always talk about different topics, right? Let me just fix my hair. Not sure what, you go on air and your hair is sideways, right? Right, bad hair days. But anyway, here we are. We are live as we go live every Monday at the same time, Monday, 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Hope all of you had a great weekend. Today we are talking about another topic from my book, Exhume or Heal, a widow's memoir, Getting Her Groove Back. Last week we spoke about finding love again, but today we are going forward with meeting men again. How do you start to meet men in life? Right. Welcome to our Dating Smart and Relationship Advice Show with your host Rosemary Mopambwa. As you are signing in, let me know where you are signing in from. Where are you tuning in from? If you are one of my pros, just put hashtag pro. If you are one of my newbies, put hashtag new, and I will give you a huge shout out. And as usual, I'm tuning in from my home area here in Okanagan Valley. And it's a beautiful day. I didn't even have to put lights in the room because it's just so wonderful today. So thank you so much for tuning in. But what are we really talking about today? Today we are talking about meeting men. How do you meet men in the community? Where do you go? Right. I wrote this book after I had gone through widowhood and I had to start finding love again. So I wrote this book with you also in mind so that you can have all the tips and strategies that you need to start finding love again. Today we are talking about how to meet men. What are the things that you need to meet men? If you don't know me, my name is Rosemary Mpambwa. I'm a relationship coach. I was fortunate enough to have some of my work um, published in the major publications like ABC, NBC, Fox News, and ABC Today. So it's been a long journey, but here we are today. So welcome once again. Let's dig in. Let's dive in. Oprah Winfrey has got this very famous quote that I always use. When a man shows you who they are, believe them. When the man shows you who they are, who he is the first time, believe him. So if you see that he has some controlling issues, he is very overbearing, or he is very short-tempered, or he is very impatient, when you start to see those when you are dating, and if he raises his hands or raises his voice at you or belittles you for the first time, believe him, because that's who he is. He will not change. It doesn't matter whether he buys an engagement ring for $1 million or even if he marries you. If he has that character of belittling you, telling you off in front of your family and his family or in public, that's who he is. Believe him, that's his character. He will not change. Let's go ahead. What are the things that you need to start meeting men? After these relationships have gone sideways, what I've learned is you need to get time to reboot your heart. I had done a lot of research about relationships and dating. I had gotten tired of making mistakes and missing such red flags when they popped up. Because most of the times when you're looking for love, you are so desperate to make that connection because you are lonely, you want to fill that void, and you also think your biological clock is ticking, and you really need to meet that special man so that you can have children. But let me tell you one thing. Bear in mind that in God's time, things will happen. But what you need to do is to prepare yourself so that when you meet that man, the right guy for you, you will have enough tools and strategies to be able to choose the man you want, not wait to be chosen like before. If you work with me, I will be able to give you the same strategies I used when I met my guy, Perry. If you go into dating again without having a roadmap or a plan, you are going to fall into the same pitfall and repeat the same mistakes that you did before. I had to get a coach that helped me even to write my book, to give me all the directions I needed in order to meet the man that I wanted, the man that was right for me. And I was able to choose him because I had the foundation to be able to stand up for myself and say no to the other guys and choose him. And also make sure that I had created enough background and built enough strategies to be able to create a lot of feminine energy, to create that magnetic attraction that allowed him to continue to coming back for more. And today we are together. This is one thing that a lot of women are missing. This is the goalpost that women are missing, because you need to have that magnetic attraction within you that will make him come back for more. How do you have uh, that slate or that environment? How do you create that environment for him to keep coming back for more? The trick is in your healing process. How are you healing? How are you approaching your healing journey? How are you telling your story from when you got divorced, when you got widowed, or when you were dumped by your ex? How are you telling your story? When you go on these dates, when you're meeting these men again, what is your story? Is it still a victim minded story where you still continue to blame your ex? If he hadn't done this, or he was a scumbag, or he did this to me, and so now because I'm lonely, it's all because he did this. It's always he did this, he did this. What about you? What did you do? Because you also need to take responsibility of your actions. If you had healed your heart previously, you would have had enough strength or enough realization that, you know what, this guy is not for me. And you would have had the power to stop it before you wasted your time. A lot of women are staying in unhappy relationships because they have invested so much time in the relationships, and they think, well, I've already wasted a year with this guy. So if I leave now, where am I going to go? Remember that you are the pilot of your own plane. You are the pilot of your own journey. You are the CEO of your heart. Whoever comes into your heart, it means you have opened the door into your heart. And if you feel that this guy is not right for you, you have to have the strength to say no. You have the power to say no. But if you haven't healed your heart, you won't have that strength and that realization that, you know what, this relationship is not for me. But you will stay because you are so desperate to fill in that void. And you are also worried because your relatives, your parents, and everybody else is telling you how old you are before you get married. Everybody will remind you, oh, remember, now you are over 40, now you are over 30, now you are over this, and your biological clock is ticking. You might not be able to have kids. Let me tell you, the biological clock is controlled by God. We as humans, we cannot control that. So it doesn't matter how old you are. Do not stay in a relationship where you feel you are not appreciated. Do not stay in a relationship where you feel you are not safe and you are not treated like a queen you are. In this chapter, chapter 14, I talk about the types of guys that you will meet in your dating journey. There's a lot of guys. There's the men that you meet from work, and there's also those that you just have a crush on. There's also those that you meet once, he sends you a message and then he ghosts you. There's also those that you meet online. There's also those that you have met and they have friend zoned you, or you have friend zoned them. They, they are also the players that you meet, that are those guys that are very emotionally unavailable. They are just there to boost their ego by going out with so many girls. And they are those that are your exes, and they have dated your friends, but now they want to come back to you. They are the one night stands. They are those, the emotionally unavailable men. They are those that have been widowed, those that have been divorced, and those that have been dumped in their own relationships. All right. But the choice is yours. Which guy do you really want? So you have to be honest with yourself. Are you looking for marriage, or you are just looking for flings, one night stands? Right? Men also have different personality types. What type of personality are you looking for? There is the bad boys, there is the adventurers, there is the seducers, those that just want to have a one night stand with you. They are the sexy older cradle rockers, those the sugar daddies that prey on the young girls. There's those successful corporate guys. They are those that are very controlling and overbearing. And there's that just a regular guy who lives maybe next door or in the same community. There's one that is a woman pleaser, somebody who is going to go out of his way to make women happy. And there's a mama's boy. So the choice is yours. Which one are you going to choose? So all this is in my book, Exhume or Heal, a widow's memoir, Getting Her Groove Back. So that's enough for today. If you want more about all this, you can get a copy of my book from my website, um, roseslifecoaching.com, or on Amazon. I'm going to put the links below in the comment section, and you'll be able to see this, because this book is also in 3 versions. There is the audio version. If you don't want to be reading, you can listen to it in your car. There is the Kindle version, and there's the paperback. So thank you so much, and I hope you got value today from this. And next week, we are going to have a different topic. All this is to prepare you for dating, finding love again, and how to meet men, the things that you need to do so you are empowered enough to be able to choose the men you want, not to wait to be chosen like before. Remember, I found love at 60, and these are the same strategies that I'm teaching you so that you can be able to find love again. So thank you so much for joining me today. We'll see you again next week at the same time. Bye-bye for now.